falling as comfortably in the spine as you can. So we've done that in both directions slowly. Come to a pause. Begin one in one direction if you can, and the other one in the opposite direction. Start having a go. All while we're breathing. In, pause. Start one in one direction, go in the opposite direction now, and the other one. Good. Try those legs. Shake them. Open and close the fingers. Play the piano. Just repeat everything that we've done so the fingers get warmer in the circulation, just a little bit more positive in that area. Okay, so this time we push. I'm going to speed through these. Push the fingertips away, pushing against an imaginary wall. Aim to have the arms very straight arm at shoulder. Exhale, come up to the side. Push against two imaginary pillars. Need to move forwards or back a bit. You can stop it. That goes for everybody. And again, push forwards. Inhale. Exhale. Breathing in out to the side. Push against two imaginary pillars. Breathing out. Inhale forwards. Exhale. Michelle, inhale out to the side. You're going to keep your hands there. Move forwards a little bit, Michelle, if that helps. So you can do the whole exercise. And then little pulses, as if you're bouncing those imaginary beach balls underneath your hands. Don't forget to breathe. Make sure the feet are flat and the arms are nice and straight. Bounce your beach balls. Small little pulses. The smaller the better. So let's go for 10 more seconds. I'm watching the second hand clock. It always seems a long time when we do this. 5 more seconds. Here we go. Forget to breathe. Stop if you need to. And stop. Ooh, well done. Hands rest. Roll the shoulders back. Straight into those shoulders. And roll. Roll forwards and back several times. Good. Right then. So palms come forwards this time. Arms shoulder height. Breathe in. Fingers to the shoulders. Take the elbows down. And breathe out as you open. Lots of lovely shoulder openings. Inhale, fingertips to shoulders. And the elbows in. Exhale and open. Inhale. Exhale. Just pop on this. Inhale. Come in. Exhale. Breathing in. Breathing out. Let's try that once more. Inhale. Elbows come in. Exhale. Once more. Inhale. Out to the side. Exhale. And then start to wash the windows. Not on a day like this. It's raining. As if we could wash the windows. Lots of arm exercises today. Don't forget to breathe. Small little circles in the forward direction. Excellent. Coming back. Stay here if you can. Stop if you need to. Get to breathe. And release. Feel that in your arms as well. Roll the shoulders back. Take a resting breath. Good. Forwards. Hands come back to shoulders, so elbows out to the side like mine. Small little circles with your elbows now, as if you could draw small little circles with your elbows. Sit tall, and just slump in the chair. Get a pencil on the end of the elbow, trying to draw small circles. And if you're in the opposite direction as well, don't forget to do that. Small little circles with our arms. Untie the knots. Stop when you need to. Good. Last time, we just roll the shoulders back several times. Hopefully this area is getting a bit warmer now. Roll it forwards. And we'll move a little bit into the neck. Remember, if you've got any neck issues, feel free to skip these poses. But we'll turn the head to one side. This time I want you to inhale. Drop the chin slowly. Draw an imaginary smile with your nose and chin all the way down until you exhale moving towards the other way. And what's key here is the feet are flat, the spine is tall, and the movement just in the head and neck. Inhale, draw a smile. Take the chin all the way down. Exhale back. And again, breathe in. slowly, as if you could draw a smile with the chin and nose, dropping the chin carefully, keep the movement small. Exhale back once more. Inhale all the way down. And all the way up. And bring the head back. And roll those shoulders again, nice and slow. Because every time we do this, we're just lubricating all of the joints in the neck. And we're sort of flooding this area with more energy. Okay, going to drop your right ear if you can to the right shoulder. Just appreciate the stretch in the left side. And if you want to go deeper, bring the right arm up, cover the left ear, cup it almost. And then what I want you to do is just gently, very gently encourage that left ear towards the right. And appreciate the stretch all the way down, maybe beyond the tip of the left shoulder, breathing into that stretch. And then very gently look down towards your lap. So it stretches again, the side of the neck. Looking down towards the lap, breathing into the shoulder. And then look forwards again. Release carefully. And head back to that central position. Relax. And we drop left. We just hold that as we look forwards. Just establish the stretch first. Breathe into it. You want to go deeper, you take your left arm, that cups over the right ear. Just encouraging a little bit more of a stretch, looking forward. Breathing all the way down to the right shoulder. And then we look down towards our left. And that stretches the side of the neck. Breath in. Breath out. Forwards. Carefully, slowly. Good. The shoulders back. Anything that we can just help manipulate these tight spaces. Take care. The last pose, I'm going to breathe in. I'm going to actively drop the chin to the throat. Tuck it in. Look down. Drop the shoulders. Enjoy the stretch. Exhale slowly and bring the head back up. If anybody finds it dizzy, stop. One more. Breathing in. Hold the breath just for a few seconds, chin to chest, drop the shoulders, enjoy the stretch. Exhale slowly. Good. And again, just take a resting breath, roll the shoulders back, forwards. Just shake out the whole upper body, the area that we've opened and energized. Good. Have a drink if you need to. We're going to move straight into the lower half. So I'm going to do this with bare feet, but you can do it with socks on, okay? Very quiet this morning. Is everybody okay? Still waking up? I think it's the shock of the weather, contrast from yesterday. Warm to cold, yeah. So the feet are slightly apart. All we're going to do with the fingers, we'll add the fingers to this movement. We scrunch up the toes gently and the feet, as if we're scrunching up the newspaper boards, and we flick them away. We scrunch up the toes and feet gently, and we flick away. This can bring on cramps, so go gently. Inhale as you scrunch yogis at home as well, toes and fingers. Exhale, flick away. 3 more. Breathing in. Breathing out. Inhale, scrunch it. Exhale, releasing 1 more if you can. We'll scrunch up toes and fingers. And we flick away. And we relax the feet on the floor. And then we come up onto the ball of what we call the foot. So we're on the heel, the heel, I'm sorry. And we just give the toes a wiggle. Just start to wiggle. Maybe the first time we've actually looked at them today. See if you can wiggle 1 or all of them. Socks, you can do this for socks and shoes on. It just means that movement's slightly restricted. And then just fan them apart. You put them back on the floor. Even with socks on, just fan them as wide apart as you can. Hit them again. Give them a wiggle. This is wonderfully stretching and restorative for the toe. And place them down. Fan them apart. It may be the only stretch they get today. And they're going to enjoy that. And then we're going to lift the right foot. We're going to flex it forwards as we breathe in. Exhale as we bring the toes back. You may feel that in the back of the leg. 5 more, please. Inhale as you flex forwards. Exhale, bring the foot back. You don't have to raise the leg particularly high. Inhale, point the toes carefully down. Exhale back. And just feel the stretch in the hamstring. Know that the entire foot is pretty much being stretched in this movement. And 1 or 2 more if you can. Good. We'll do 1 more together. Inhale. Exhale. Go straight into our ankle rotation. 10 of those if you can, clockwise. Sounds a lot, but you may have already been on your feet for a few hours. So give the ankles the rest, the nourishment, replenish the system, replenish the ankle joint. Make sure you do that in the opposite direction as well. Slowly up to 10 if you can. Stop if you need to, just do as many as you comfortably. And we release the foot down. Not only may the colour change, but the sensation take a room there. As we point down, as we come back, 5 more. Inhale, flexion of the whole entire foot. Anybody notice they're tighter on one side? Perhaps more range of motion in the foot as you do these movements. Even if you can just do 1 or 2, you will be getting the whole foot an entire stretch, and that's a great thing. We start now to think about rotating into the ankle. So as many as you can. A little rotation. And ready, switch sides and directions rather. Same foot, just going in the opposite direction slowly, untying the knots in that. Slowly and release them. Good. Let's do a little bit more in the foot. Raise both just slightly off the floor if you can, and just flex one forwards, one back, if that's possible. Just a few of those if you can. You can have your feet on the block and still do this. Okay. And then from side to side, like a pair of rubber blades on the car, stretching into the whole foot. If you want to, make some big circles so the big toes are touching. If that's too strong, feel free to leave that out. Do a couple in the opposite direction, just including now the whole foot, and then release them. And spread the toes wide again. And as you spread them, just notice they feel a little looser. And wiggle. That easier to wiggle them slightly. You're just more aware of the feet. It's a long way down from the brain, isn't it? Down to there. And you're asking yourself to communicate. What we're trying to do is open that highway, make it a little bit more fluid. And with that, we'll move into our knee joint. Do as much as little of this as you can this morning, yogis. You come forwards on the chair, so the feet go a little wider. You don't probably need your block if you come forwards, but you can use it. Feet a little wider than hip width. Raise the right leg, and if you can, bring that right ankle to rest with a little bit of space on the left arm. Now hold on to the foot with the left hand, the right hand onto the ankle, and do your ankle cranks again. This is really quite nice. And if you get clicking, that's fine, as long as the clicking feels comfortable. And if you're in the opposite direction, you may start to feel from the outer hip and buttock, of course. Okay. And then again, if you want to, take the left hand, even with socks on, and see if you can knit the toes, 1 or 2 through the toes. And then backwards and forwards, and that's a beautiful stretch. Worth doing with some nice, almond oil or olive oil or foot oil at home. Particularly if you've noticed that your skin gets dry. And then we go out and expose ourselves. And then with both hands, we rub them together. Give our feet a little massage here, as if we were creating warmth, which we are. Again, with oils at home, and just massage the entire foot. All the way up. Why do we do it up? Because that's where the heart is, and we want to encourage better circulation. Fluid, but maybe often people get sort of puffy ankles, so see this as a way of emitting that, helping the fluid and the circulation, improving it. Stroking. Yeah. You can imagine with some oils how nice that. Okay, that's the easy bit. You're going to hold on to the foot with the left hand, the right hand onto the knee. Use, please, the heel of your hand outside knee joint, tiny little bounces. I can't stress enough, they should be gentle. Bless you.
Thank you.
Okay, just use the heel of the hand on the inside knee, like I'm doing. Small pulses, and that's encouraging the knee and the hip to open. Just a few more. And then rest the hand there. Take a breath in, sit tall, hinge forwards from your hips, yogis, and just lower your gaze towards the floor. As you gently hinge forwards from your hips, can you feel outer buttock, outer thigh talking to you? Anybody? Breathe into those tight spots. Relax the head and neck, and just take several deep breaths. If you want to go deeper, you fold a little further forward. But that is a strong stretch, so don't overdo it. Relax the shoulders. Do please remember to breathe. We're working our hip and our knee joint here. Full breath in and out. Come up slowly. Excellent. Now just hug that knee in if you can. And carefully straighten it before you place it down. So you don't dislocate the knee or hip in the process. Well done. You might find that feels like let's switch sides. So we bend the left knee. And again, we want a nice bit of space between the ankle and the thigh. Okay, so we're going to hold on to the foot, left hand on the left ankle, right hand on the toes, that was all ankle crank. This is more sort of localized. So really getting into the ankle, and they feel this more than you do with the rotations. Gently do that in both directions. Just small little circles. Brilliant. Anybody notice one ankle tighter? Yeah, very often. Then we're going to knit the toes. Doesn't matter whether it's one or all of them. Even with socks on, you can have a go. And you just manipulate the foot backwards and forwards. It's just an extra close. Really good. The toes, bless them, are enclosed most of the time, let's face it, in socks or shoes, particularly if you're not at home. But don't get stretched them to serve. This can help with your posture as well. This helps to stand well. And then we stroke the foot. You don't need to rub the hands or just stroking up towards the heart again to improve. Anybody here suffer from cold feet? That's great. Yeah, that's a circulatory thing often. So get your oils at home. Anything will do, just in hand, foot lotion. And do this regularly in the cold winter months. It really can help throughout the year, really, particularly for the spring and winter. Okay. And then we hold. Now remember, yogis, it's the heel, what we call the heel of the hand, this part. Now press this very gently, because your knee has a natural bouncing mechanism. And you are just encouraging that spring-like action a little bit more. So please use the heel and on the inside. Don't sort of feel it naturally spring up. Fantastic piece of kit, your knee, but it's not got a lot around it to look after it. So knee issues, poor old knee isn't supported. So just help and strengthen it. So then we're going to fold forwards from the hips. Forwards, and every time you bend forwards, perhaps anybody noticed hip and buttock talking to them? Anybody tighter on this side? Okay. Anybody less tight? Apart from me, I'm less tight on this side. About the same. Both sides may be feeling very strong, so maybe it's just we can't decide. They're both strong, so don't strain. My advice is just go a little bit into it. Then, if you felt you could go a bit deeper, inch forwards from your hips. But if that's too strong, you stay where you are. You just take a few deep breaths. The aim is to breathe into the tight spots. Locate them. Where are they? Are they in the hip, the thigh, the buttock? Are they in the foot? So direct the breath into all those areas. And then breathe in. Well done. It's an amazing pose. Well done. And then it's important just to squeeze and hug that knee in for a moment. And get lots of love. Love you. And release. You gotta love yourself, babes. That's what I always say. Love yourself before anybody else can love you. And love this body, because guess what? Oh God. Exactly, you know it. Okay, shake it out, yogis. Well done. Now it's not 5 to 11 or 2 minutes to 11 as the clock says, because it's 12. Yeah. I always foxes me for about 2 days, and anybody else. Grab a drink. Well done. That's most of the upper body, most of the major joints open. We'll then come to standing. The next half an hour of our class will be standing. So, that's good. Okay, yogis at home, we're going to come to standing. So, come up gently. I'm just going to turn my mat. You don't need to, really, for the purposes of people at home. So I turn my mat sideways. You just make sure, yogis, you've got weights, haven't you? Has everyone got a weight or two? Okay, so grab those, get very warm now. Usually we have a window probably now. So we're going to use our weights in a moment. So just have the weights nearby. Just bring them so they're nearby. The only thing that should be on your mat, yogis, is your chair. The chair you want to face, by the way, so the chair comes to the edge. That's it. Turn. You want your chair this end, so you've got the rest of your mat. That's lovely. And then just put them there. So that if you like, just in case they roll off, okay? And then you've got a bad foot. So, can you see, yogis, like me, your weights are by your side, but your chair is relatively free, so is your mat. And we're going to do one sun salutation facing the chair. So now that the body's nice and warm and open, let's just utilise that. Knitted, that's it. Like Maureen, just bring your mat, your chair to the edge. So bring it forwards. That's it. All the way up here if you can. Yeah. And then take everything else off your mat. Yeah, because in case you fall or even stumble, you don't want to stub your toe. Okay, health and safety, we're done. The only thing, we are on our mat, facing the chair on a non-slip mat ideally. Okay, let's bring our palms together in the salutation seal. This is a nice opportunity, even on a wet, rather miserable Tuesday compared to last week, when we can dedicate our practice to someone or something. So I invite you here just to take 1 or 2 deep breaths, yogis. Now, as you do this, spread the toes. Just take a moment to spread the weight through the feet. Toes and ankles are facing the chair, so if you turn them out, bring them together. And just take a moment so that you feel fairly balanced, so the weight is evenly distributed through both feet. Palms together, we're looking forwards. You can roll the shoulders back and just take 1 or 2 deep breaths here. And of course, a moment to dedicate your practice to someone if you wish to. Okay, we're going to do a sun salutation facing the chair. We're going to breathe in, bend the knees, and even though the sun's not out, let's imagine grabbing some of that solar energy. Palms facing forwards, we're going to swan dive down, leave the hand on the chair, step our feet back, press the weight into the chair, the arms lightly as strong, and we're looking down. Now it's fine to have the knees bent if your back is vulnerable. Otherwise, the legs are straight, the feet together. Press the weight into the chair and look down. So you've got a lovely flat back like myself. Take a breath in and out here. It's a nice stretch of the back surface of your back. Now we're going to take the left foot between the chair legs and turn the right foot out slightly. Just copy me if you're not sure. I'm always demonstrating with you. We bend the front knee, the back leg is straight. We're going to leave the left hand on the chair, left arm straight. We're going to breathe in and raise this right arm and gaze towards it. So we're looking towards the right side of the thumb. The right palm is facing forwards. And this is supported triangle, front knee bent, back leg straight. Good. I want you to hold that for another 2 deep breaths if you can. 2 more deep breaths. If looking up feels too strong, you can turn to look down towards the chair but keep the right arm raised. Excellent. Take another deep breath in and out for me. Lovely. Come back. Now, what we're going to do now is the same pose on the same side. We're going to raise the right arm again, but this time wrap it around the back of our waist with the right palm facing out. Keep the top right shoulder open. Wrap the right hand around the back of the waist. Your right palm is facing out, resting on the waist. Keep the right shoulder open, look towards the ceiling. Hold for another deep breath in. So this is a twist now. That's it. Take another deep breath in and out. Here you go. This is the hand. Lovely. Take a breath in. Turn round. Both hands resting on the chair. We're facing the chair. And we bring the feet slightly apart. We're then going to raise the right knee, bring the nose towards that right knee, and our left leg is straight. We're going to exhale and take the whole of the right leg back, keep it off the floor if you can, and we do that 3 more times. Inhale, nose to knee, keep that left leg straight. Exhale, take it back, point the right toes down. If you can, keep the right leg slightly off the floor each time. And again, inhale, bring the nose to the knee. Exhale and straighten behind you. Keep the arms straight, load the weight into the palms. And 1 more. Inhale, bring the right knee to your nose. Exhale, straighten the leg behind you. And release. You can switch sides now, well done. With the feet resting on the floor. So take your right foot between the chair legs now, turn the left foot out. Leave the right hand on the chair, right arm is strong. And slowly raise the left arm towards the ceiling, looking up towards the side of the left arm, left palm facing forwards. Right knee bent, back leg straight. Hold and breathe for 2 breaths together. Well done, yogis. Now release that hand. And this time as you raise the left arm, wrap it around the back of the waist as you keep the right arm. Keep the top shoulder open. Remember to keep the front knee bent, the back leg straight. Keep the top shoulder open and hold another deep breath in now. And really press the weight into the hand that's on the chair so the right palm is loaded. And breathe in. Breathe out, well done. Let's take both hands back to the seat of the chair. Keep the right leg nice and straight, and if you can there, the left knee now. Bring the left knee to the nose. Exhale, straighten the leg behind you. So the right leg is the standing leg, it's nice and strong. And we'll do 4 of these. Inhale, nose to knee. That's the left knee. Exhale, straighten behind you. 2 more slowly. Keep looking down so the back of the neck is long, and if you need to put the foot on the floor, the left foot in between, then please do so, don't strain. Otherwise, 1 more of those. We call these our hill climbers. That's it. Hold for a second and then place the left foot next to the right. Well done. We haven't finished, yogis. We're now going to separate the knees. I'm going to do some cat-cows. So my knees and feet are apart. I'm going to bend my knees and keep our knees bent. Arms are straight, palms pressing into the floor. Watch the movement I make, yogis. I inhale, bring the nose to the knee. You can see my knees are bent, the chin tucked in. And as I exhale, I just dip the spine, lift the chin and look forward. And that's called cow pose. My arms stay nice and straight. So I inhale. Nose to knee, or chin to chest, I'm sorry, dome-like shape, keep those knees bent, arms straight. The only thing I'm trying to move is my head, neck and spine. Look forward, squeeze the shoulder blades. We stick the buttocks out, that's fine, keep the knees bent, and we keep going. And this works our spine nicely. Inhale, nose to knee, chin to chest. Exhale, look forward, but keep those arms straight. Do 3 more for me, because they're a lovely way to warm the spine. Inhale, bring chin to the chest. Pull the tummy muscles in as you arch the back if you can. And then as you bend, look forwards, those arms straight throughout. Between them, I'm just going to watch everybody. That's it. Keep the knees bent. Try not to lock the knees. I know it's tempting. Keep the knees bent here, please. That's it. Look forwards. Don't worry about anybody else. One more slowly. Keep those knees bent as best you can. This is our last one. And it's a wonderful way to improve the circulation in the spine, particularly if the spine is cold as well. Good. Now we're going into downward dog. So we walk the feet back as far as we can till the legs are fairly straight. Bring the knees and feet together. It's absolutely fine to keep the knees bent. Palms pressing into the chair. Bring the ears alongside the inner elbows. Straight arms, straight legs. Make a V shape and we look towards our upper thighs. So I want you to gaze towards your upper thighs, yogis. This is supported downward dog. Aim to take 3 deep breaths. So you press the weight into your heels and your arms. Breathe and hold. Good. Remember, it's absolutely fine to have the knees bent if you need to. Now we're going to practice upward dog. We're going to walk a little further forwards to the chair. We're going to bend our knees and bring the knees together. We dip the spine, that's important, the arms are straight. Press the weight into the hands, lift the chin, squeeze the shoulder blades together. And put a micro bend in the knees. If they're straight, that's great. If it's fine, you can need to bend. Look forwards. Lift the chin, lift the heart. And relax. And we'll finish now by stepping even further forwards if we need to. Bend the knees. As you breathe in, raise the arms, engage the tummy muscles, gather your own energies, and exhale back into position where we started. Just take a resting breath in and out. Yeah. Very nicely done. Lots of movements in there to get us warm. Grab a weight. Just one will do. Place it at the back of the chair because they can't roll on things. You know where the back of the chair is, so it can't roll off. Hands to the back of the chair. Carefully, if you can, you're going to raise your foot onto the chair and walk the opposite foot back and out a little. And grab your weight and carefully come up to stand. Okay, take the time. If this is too strong, you don't have to raise the foot to the floor, okay? Okay, everybody? So it's the right leg and the right hand. Left hand goes to the hip. We're going to do some bicep curls. We're going to look forwards. Now what we're doing is strengthening the whole body because we've got one leg off the chair. So keep that standing leg strong. And a bicep curl. So we bring it in, close to the body. Keep the elbow close. Exhale. 3 more. Breathing in. If this is too strong, take the foot between the chair if you haven't raised it, and simply do this action as well. Okay, that's easy. Good. If you're here, this is also providing you with a balance. Okay. Good. Okay. Let's take that weight, put it back to the chair. Okay. Those that are on the chair, I'm going to give you a twist now, just leave that there. Take your left hand to the outside of your knee, right hand to your hip, and turn to look over the shoulder, keeping the left leg strong. Hold for 3 breaths. Diane, Nita, everybody else who's, again, just where you are, just take that right foot forward, the left foot behind you, and do the same pose, but just take your right hand to your right hip and twist and look over that. The left hand can just be by the left thigh. Then the front knee slightly, just a gentle standing twist. One more deep breath in. Exhale, come back. Good. Now for those that have got their feet on the chair, or foot on the chair, so take your hands to the back of the chair and slide it off gently. Nita and Diane, anybody else who hasn't got their foot on the chair, what might be easier for you both is turn the chair the opposite way. So you can use the back as we do the other side. And Pearl. Pearl, did you have your foot on the chair? No.
Sorry?
Didn't have your foot on the chair? No. Okay. So if you haven't got your foot on your chair, please just bear with me a moment. You're going to take the right foot now, ladies, behind you, and the left foot. So this is for Diane, Pearl, and Nita, sorry. And then hold on to the chair, switch legs, left foot in front, and the same action, okay, the same action, but just use the back of the chair, the same action. For those that were using the chair, if you can, the left foot goes onto the chair, we turn the right foot carefully out, hold on to that, and it's the left foot, I beg your pardon, it's on the chair now, the left leg turned out the opposite side. And again, with care, looking forward in a gentle bicep curl, 6 of those. All right, we've just switched sides, okay? So think about what's happening in the standing leg. It's supporting your body, so tall as we look forwards. This is also a balance as well as working the weight. Breathing in, breathing out. One more of those. Place your weight down on the floor, on the chair, and everybody we twist. So, left hand to left hip, right hand is relaxing, and we twist from our low belly to look somewhere over the left shoulder. Still in the balance if you can. If you're using the back of the chair, same applies. We're going to twist to the left, but rest the right hand on the back of the chair to steady you. And looking somewhere over the left shoulder for 3 deep breaths. So incorporating a nice twist into these poses helps to keep the spine warm. Looking somewhere over that shoulder, take an extra breath. Bringing out the tension in our spines. Good. Now again, come back slowly. Take both hands to the chair and slide the left foot off the floor. Everybody else just bring your feet together. Good. Okay. So let's grab just one weight again. This time, everybody needs to turn the chair so the back of the chair is facing you. So just turn it around, yogis. Ladies, you're fine. Grab one weight. Position yourself so inside hand is going to support you by staying on the chair. The weight goes to the outside arm and hand. And again, do as much or as little of this as you can. Let's go back into a bicep curl, but raise the outside knee. So you're looking forward, you're on the standing leg. Exhale with care and those 6 of those. Look forwards, keep the spine tall. Standing leg is strong. Good. And release 4 more. Inhale, that's it. Bring that arm in. Exhale, try and look forwards. Keep the spine tall. Breathe in. Good. Breathing out 2 more if you can. Inhale, lovely. And exhale. This will be our last one. Inhale and exhale. Now a little bit stronger. This time we're going to take the leg out to the side very slightly. Inside leg is strong and standing, and the left. And we release 6 of those. Inhale. Try not to lean too much into the chair, but use it, hold on to it. Keep looking forwards, think about that tall spine. Good, keep going. Inhale, take the leg and arm out. Exhale, release 2 more. Breathing in, breathing out, lovely. 1 more. Inhale and exhale. Excellent. Okay, well now we're going to switch sides. So turning around to the opposite side if you can. Okay, so the inside leg is now going to be the standing leg, outside leg is going to work. First we bend the knee and come into a bicep curl. All the weight on that standing leg, look forwards. Exhale lower. Okay, up to 6 if you can. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. Just look forwards, keep that spine as tall as you comfortably can. 3 more. Let's do 3 more. Good. Inhale. Exhale to release 2 more. Breathing in, lovely. Breathing out. 1 more. Here we go. Inhale. And exhale to release. Lovely. Now we're going out to the side. Inhale, arm and leg out just slightly. Exhale, release. Remember that inside leg is strong and steady. Up to 6. Or as many as you comfortably can. If you want to have a pause, or just do half of what I give you, please do so. We're not here to hurt ourselves. 3 more if you wish to. Good work. 1 more. Lovely. Okay. Put that weight down for a moment. We haven't quite finished. What we're now going to do is use the back of the chair. So we're going to turn to face the back of the chair. Keep the chair on a non-slip mat. We'll go back to the right side. So take your weight into your right hand, yogis. Step back so that you're not going to knock the back of the chair with your hand, but still keep one hand, the left hand, on the chair. Just practice bringing the arm up to shoulder height, coming up carefully onto the ball of the foot, and with control, slowly up. Okay, so I'd recommend the feet are apart, make sure your toes and ankles face forwards. Inhale, raise the arm just to shoulder height with the weight. Exhaling up. I'm going to do this for just about a minute. Keep going. Go at your pace, breathing in, come up onto the ball of the foot. Exhaling up. You don't have to hold the line. Keep going. Inhale as you raise, good. Exhale as you raise. Let's do two more slow. Breathing in, just a lovely way to balance. You feel the hamstrings as well, working the calf muscles. And last one. Now this one we hold and we breathe. We hold and we breathe. And we hold and we release. Good work. We'll feel that in the upper arm as well. Switch sides when you're ready. I'm just going to turn it around so people at home can see. So you do as many as you can. Take the weight into the left hand now, the right hand, just there to support you, but you need to probably move far enough where so you don't catch your hand on the chair. You look forwards towards that imaginary horizon. Little pause, just take it as high as the shoulder. Exhale and up. Good. And keep going. Breathing in. Breathing out. So it's about the control as well as the breath. The inhale gives us the power and the energy. The exhale is, of course, the releasing breath. 3 or 4 more if you can. Anybody find one side easier than the other? No, clearly not. That's so easy for you, isn't it? One more if you can. This one we hold. We breathe in the days ahead. We hold. We can. Can't, don't worry. Release if you need to. One more deep breath in. Good work. Excellent. Put the weights down. About to get heavy. Shake it out. Grab some water. We've got about 10 minutes left. I'd like us to do a supported squat. We're using the back of the chair. So we turn the toes out. Look at the width of the chair legs. No wider than that, okay? Toes out, heels in. Toes out, heels in. Now, as we go down, let's just do a little practice. As we bend the knees into the squat, take one hand to your low back. This is just a useful tip, by the way, and one hand to the belly. And we consciously want to tuck the tailbone in, and at the same time, you may feel that tilt in the pelvis. So just try that. Tuck the tailbone in, tilt the pelvis a little. Knees are bent, and we're looking forwards. So keep that tail tucked in, tilting the pelvic region, and get the hands back to the chair. And we're going to breathe in and see if we can sink a little lower. Hold, doesn't have to be far. And then all the way up onto the ball of the foot again. Try that again. So breathe in. It's time to squat a little further. Look ahead. Keep the spine tall. Remember that pelvic tilt? Tucking the tailbone under. All the way up onto the tiptoes. Hold for a few seconds. One more. Go a little lower if you can. Remember, tuck the tailbone in. A little tilt in the pelvic region, the spine, as if you're against the wall. Hold and breathe. If you can, come all the way up. It's the head, hold. These are balancing, they're strengthening. Good for our memory, apparently. Good work. Shake it out. We'll do one more balance and then probably some twists. So we're going to work the side of the chair. So however you do this, you're going to turn sideways. I'm going to have to do it this way so that you're holding onto the chair. Now you're going to take one leg back. So just make sure that you're not going to go into anybody. Okay, just be mindful of the person behind you. I won't use the weights. We'll take one hand onto the chair. What we will do is come up onto the ball of the outside leg. That's the leg we're going to raise. The inside leg is your standing leg. Engage the tummy muscles. Hand on the hip. Start to tip forwards until you feel confident that you can take the outside leg slightly off the floor. Now look down. Long standing leg. Hold and breathe. And if you want to go a bit further, bring the outside arm and pivot towards the ear like a balancing stick. Now we're looking down, we're holding and breathing. Nice, deep, even breath. When your inside leg starts to get heavy and tired, which it will naturally do, release and relax. Well done. That elongates the entire spine. So by looking down, you keep the back of the neck long, but you get this lovely sense of lengthening, which, let's face it, we don't often lengthen the back of the body. So this is excellent for your stamina and strength. Balances help to improve your memory. So it's worth trying. I'm just going to turn my chair this way so people at home can see. So we're switching legs now. The inside leg is was the balancing leg. Come up onto the ball of the back of the foot firstly, hand on the hip to steady you. Start to deliberately stack all the weight into the front leg, into that inside leg, okay? Because that's the balancing leg. Engage your tummy muscles, and if you felt you could, tip forwards, raise that back leg carefully, point the toes down. Inside leg is strong. Hold and breathe as long as you comfortably can. It have to be long. Particularly if you find one leg feels heavier, then overhold the pose, just hold as long as you can. Fantastic. And some of you took the arm forwards as well into the balancing stick, which means the whole body gets that elongation. And so let's try that once more on each side, yogis. Balances are very important for your mental well-being. It's said to stimulate the mind as well as stimulate the memory, which is quite interesting. And of course, you're relying just on your body to strengthen all the stamina. Now, this time, what I want you to have a go at, yes, the inside leg will be the standing leg, but we're going to bend the outside knee and hold on to it, and then encourage ourselves to take the knee out to the side. Okay, so take the outside knee and then rest that outside sole of the foot on the inner calf, as I'm showing you now. And then holding onto the chair, if you want to, again, raise the outside arm, keep the bent knee nice and open, look forwards, hold for several breaths. This is our supported tree pose, the Vrksasana. Gaze ahead, breathe and hold. And when you're ready to come out of the pose, firstly, take hold of the knee, guide it back in slowly, and then straighten the leg. And release. Good. Switch sides, that was my hip clicking, not yours. Good for the hip, okay? This helps to open the hip. It is strong, so we do it slowly. So we're going to bend the outside knee, take the weight into the inside leg, hand on knee, and then actively open it. There we go, there's that hip opener. Bring the sole of that foot to rest just on the inner calf, below the knee, not on the knee, below the knee, slide the foot down. Good. And raise the outside arm and come into supported tree. We're looking forwards if we can. Keep the bent knee nice and open. Get that lovely stretch in the upper body. Hold for several breaths if we can. Well done, yogis. Exhale. Release. Because you made that look so easy, we're going to do it again. No, we're not, I promise. That's 2 balances, well done. Just shake it out. We've got a few minutes before we finish, so let's come back to the seated work and we'll do a couple of twists. So, come back to sitting, which will always feel quite pleasant after that. Grab some water if you need to. So, what about a twist? What about a little twist? You may need your blocks, yogis, because I'm going to ask you to sit to one side of your chair. Right, take your legs, swing them carefully to the side. If your feet don't touch the floor, grab your block and place your feet on them. Okay, stay exactly where you are. So I can show everybody at home. This is what I want you to look like. Your feet are slightly apart. You've swung them to one side. Where do you place your hands? You place the hands on the back of the chair. Fingers on the back, thumb on the inside. You're going to twist from your low belly, chest and throat and look somewhere over the back of the chair. Keep the shoulder blades relaxed. So your feet are on your block or on the floor. That's it. Have the feet slightly apart. Twist from that low belly. This is a seated twist. Quite strong. Relax those shoulders. Looking towards the wall behind you. Push the bottom into the chair so that you sit tall. That's our main aim. To sit as tall as we can, yogis. And just take 1 or 2 more deep breaths. Feet only want to be hip width apart. Make sure they're pressed into the floor or the block for support. Hold and breathe. Good work, yogis. Let's take a deep breath in. We'll exhale and bring our hands to rest back on our lap for a moment. And all we need to do is pick the feet up, swivel ourselves around to the other side. Grab your blocks if you need them. Quite a deep twist. We won't try and these at home. This is why we do the yoga without arms. If you have arms, we wouldn't be able to sort of move our legs. So a chair without arms, ideally, and definitely without wheels. Hands go to the back of the chair. Fingers are on the back with the thumb, ideally resting on the inside of the chair. Now relax those shoulders, press your bottom into the chair and think, I want to create height from my tailbone all the way up to the crown of the head. So sitting as tall and as comfortably as you can is key. Relax those shoulders. Look towards the wall behind you that you're looking towards. Hold and breathe for at least 2 more deep breaths. Anybody find the twist easier on one side? Yeah. Anybody notice one side is tighter? We'll all have a little bit of difference. And sit tall if you can. Take another deep breath in and out. You're doing really well. It's looking marvelous. Hopefully everybody at home is doing just as well. One more deep breath in. And again, as we exhale, we bring the hands and the bottom back. Relax. Hands on. Good. Okay. Let's finish with a little bit of stretching. So let's come back here. Please remember, if the feet don't touch the floor, place them on the block. And I simply want you to have a nice little stretch in the side ribs here. So we're going to come forwards, toes out, heels in. This is our last exercise. We're going to rest the left arm on the left thigh. And as you breathe in, raise the right arm and just bring it over into a nice stretch. And looking up, if you can, towards the inner right elbow. That's where I want you to look. Hold for 2 deep breaths. But be aware of this lovely stretch here in your intercostal muscles. You want to create space in those side ribs. One more deep breath in. And we'll just switch sides. So nice, again, nice deep breath in. Always lengthen up. Come over to the left, looking up towards that inner elbow again. Take a few deep breaths. If looking up does feel too tricky, you can just look forwards if that's easier. Breathe into those side ribs. And release. Good work. And then finally, we're going to raise both arms, palms facing. Just come up onto the ball of the foot. Get that nice stretch. Reaching up and release. 3 of those we do to finish. Inhale, coming up. Get the whole body involved. Release. And again, inhale, coming up. Last time. Inhale, lengthen, look forwards. And release. Good work. And then we sit back and we take the right and the left foot off, the wiggle and the hand, and give everything a wiggle. Thank you very much, everybody. Lovely to see you. Bye. Take care at home. Thank you. Bye-bye. Thanks, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. See you soon on the chair. Bye-bye. I don't know who was on there. Hopefully a few people.